Today we are going to be adding and subtracting integers. So first we're going to look at modeling with using a number line. So the first thing you're going to do is you are always going to start with 0. Then to add, you're going to move to the right. And if you are subtracting, you're going to move to the left. So let's look at some problems. We have -3 plus 6. We are going to start on the number line at 0. Then we are going to move to the left because it's -3. So we're going to go to the left 3. So then we're at -3. Then from -3, we're going to go to the right 6. Then we're going to move to the right and go over 6. And that brings us down to +3. So our answer is equal to 3. Let's look at number 2. We have -2 minus -5. When you have a negative and a negative, it makes a positive. So we're going to add there. So we're going to start at 0. And then we're going to go to the left 2. And that brings us to -2. And then from there, we're going to move to the right because we're adding 5. So from -2, we're going to go to the right and move over 5. And that brings us to 3. So -2 plus 5 is equal to 3. Let's look at number 3. We have -3 plus 7. So start at 0. We're going to go over 3. And then we're going to go over 7. We're going to the right. And we end up at 4. So -3 plus 7 is 4. The last one, we're going to start at 0 like always. And then we have -3. So we're going to subtract, so we go to the left 3. And then we have -7. So then we also go to the left 7 more. And that ends up at -10. So -3 minus 7 is -10. So that's adding and subtracting with modeling with using a number line. So let's look at it without a number line. So we're going to start with adding integers. So when you add numbers with the same sign, you're going to add the two numbers and take the sign of the number. So we have 5 plus 9. They are both positive, so we're going to take the sign of the positive. So it's going to be a positive number. And the 5 plus 9 is 14, so it's positive 14. Here we have -4 minus 7. Both of these have a negative sign. So our answer is going to be automatically a negative number. We're going to add it now. 4 plus 7 is 11. So we get -11. Now adding numbers with different signs. So one's going to be positive, one's going to be negative. So we're going to subtract the two numbers and take the sign of the larger number. So -3 plus 5, we're going to subtract these two numbers. So we're going to think of 5 minus 3. And 5 minus 3 is 2. So our answer is going to be 2. And then we look, which number is larger? Is 3 or 5 larger? 5 is larger and it's positive, so our answer is positive 2. Now let's look here. 8 minus 12. We have 8's positive, 12's negative. So we're going to subtract the 2 think of it, 12 minus 8, that gives us 4. So now we look back, which number is larger, 8 or 12? 12 is larger, so we take the negative from that. So 8 minus 12 is negative 4. Let's look at a couple examples. Negative 3 plus negative 16. We have the same sign, so we're going to add these two numbers and take it. So 3 plus 16 is 19, and our answer is negative. Number 2, we have negative 5 plus negative 7. Two of the same signs, so we're going to add. 5 plus 7 is 12, and we take the sign. Okay, let's look on the back. Number 3, we have negative 13 plus 7, opposite signs. So we're going to subtract. 13 minus 7 gives us 6. So our larger number here is 13, so it's negative. So we get negative 6. And then number 4, 52 plus negative 68. We have opposite signs, so we're going to subtract. Larger number, 68 minus the smaller, 52. We subtract, we get 16. Then which number is larger, 52 or 68? 68 is larger, so we take the sign. Okay, now let's look at subtracting integers. So subtracting 6 here is going to be the same thing as adding the negative. So 11 minus 6 is the same thing as saying 11 plus negative 6. So then we can use the same rules as we did up here. So let's look. 7 minus 10. What is 10 minus 7? 10 minus 7 is 3, and take the sign of the larger number. 10 is larger, so our answer is negative 3. Number 2, we have negative 3 minus negative 12. A negative and negative make a positive. So negative 3 plus 12. Subtract it. 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. Take the sign of the larger number. 12 is larger, so we get positive 9. 13 minus 21. Subtract 21 minus 13. And you get 8. And then take the sign of the larger number. 21 is larger, so our answer is negative 8. And then lastly, 5 minus negative 4. Negative, negative make a positive. So 5 plus 4 gives us a positive 9. So that is adding and subtracting integers. If you have any questions, please reach out to me.